Hi!
Hi!
I'm Gouri, this is Aprameya and he's Kartikeya and we love stories, yeah? So I started loving stories as a child. Most of us do that. I was very sick when I was a kid. I used to have asthma and wheezing and was always in the house and not outdoors playing like most of us do. So what happened as a result of that, I started getting to books, reading books and listening to stories. My grandmother would narrate a story to me every night and I used to just love it, getting transported to a different world altogether. Some of the stories which have inspired me have also been about Goddess Durga, Shiva, Krishna, Guruvayurappa, Ayyappa and Kartikeya and Ganesha. So just to start off, today we will do a story on Goddess Durga. You know, Goddess Durga has always been a source of inspiration for me, especially as a woman. She is so bold and brave and courageous and indestructible. So I love this story. Today we will talk about how she destroyed Mahisha.
Yay!
All right, ready?
Yay!
Okay. So Mahishasura was an asura, obviously, and he wanted to get power over the Indralok. You know, that's the country or the kingdom of Indra and the Devas. In order to get that, he knew he had to destroy the Devas, and destroying Devas is not so easy. So he began to pray to Lord Brahma. And Brahma, as all of you would know, is very, very easy to please. So he started observing a lot of tapas and penances to please Brahma. One day, Brahma appears before him, all wise and bountiful. And Mahisha prays to him and says, "Oh Brahma, thank you so much for appearing before me. Please grant me a boon." To which Brahma says, "Ask my son and it shall be yours." So Mahisha said, "I want to become immortal. Please grant me the boon of immortality." And then Brahma, the wise one, says, "Hello, nobody can be immortal, you know. Why don't you ask for something else? I cannot grant you the boon of immortality." Mahishasura gets angry and irritated and bugged, and he says, "I've done all this penance for nothing. I followed tapas so much and this is going to waste." And then he thinks, he cools down and he thinks, what can I do now? And then it strikes him and he says, "Oh Brahma, I pray that my death comes only at the hands of a woman." Brahma says, "Your boon is granted." He goes off. And then Mahishasura starts laughing. He says, "Ha ha 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 ha. Now this is as good as getting the boon of immortality, for no woman can destroy me." Well, Mr. Mahishasura, you don't know the power of women, yeah? Alrighty? So as soon as he is fed with this boldness that no one can destroy him, only a woman can destroy him, and according to him it is impossible, he goes off to his people, the Asuras, and he announces, "Come on, I have been given the boon of immortality. Let's rush right now to the heavens and destroy Indra and all the Devas. Let's drive them out and let's take charge." So all the Asuras, they start saying, "Hey Mahishasura," like you say hail, right? So they say, "Hey Mahishasura, we are with you. We are gonna win. We are gonna take over the heavens." And then they go to the heavens. The gods at the heavens see Mahishasura and his huge army and they get alarmed. They go to Indra and caution him and say, "Mahishasura has come with a huge army and they are here to destruct us." destroy us. Indra comes out on his Airavat, out of his capital, the Amaravati, and tells Mahishasura, Mahishasura, come on, chill. You're not going to destroy me. You have done this so many times and you've failed. So you're not going to get away with this anymore. Why are you coming back? Aren't you, well, fed up of failure? Loser, says Indra. And then Mahishasura gets enraged and he says, I have come to fight and not talk. So come out, Indra, and fight with me. And a battle ensues between the Devas and the Asuras. All right? Okay, guys, chill. All right. And then, in this, Indra is defeated, and Mahishasura takes over Indra's kingdom. And he puts out a decree that Shiva, Brahma, or Vishnu cannot be worshipped. Only Mahishasura will be worshipped. Go and find all those Brahmins and the pious people who pray to these gods. Destroy them. Tell them that only I am to be worshipped. If they don't follow, kill them. So Mahishasura's soldiers, the Asuras, they go and find people and say, you have to worship me, worship Mahishasura and not Brahma or Vishnu or Shiva. And all the pious people start praying to Krishna and Shiva and Vishnu from their hearts, although on the outside they are seen offering flowers to the statue of Mahishasura. And the Devas also run to Shiva and say, oh Shiva, we have been defeated by Mahishasura. He's taken over Amaravati and he is troubling people down on earth. You have to do something. We have come to you. And they start praying to Shiva and Vishnu and Brahma. Shiva goes inward. He closes his eyes. And at the same time, Vishnu, it's like a con call, okay? Vishnu and Brahma and Shiva at the same time, they think of what to do. They come together for a meeting, and then, troubled by what the Devas have pleaded to them, Shiva comes out and says, and he just looks, he just stares into space, and a light emits from him. An array of light emits from Vishnu and from Brahma as well. These lights merge and they become the goddess Durga. Goddess Durga comes ever vibrant, bright and powerful, and all the Devas do namaskaram to her. And Shiva takes out a trident out of his own trident, the Trishul, and hands it over to the goddess. Vishnu in turn gives the chakra, and all the Devas start offering their weapons to the goddess. The goddess, thus equipped, she goes out in search of Mahishasura, backed by the blessings and prayers of the Devas that this world has to be freed from Mahishasura. She goes in front of his palace, and as she walks towards the palace of Mahishasura, the seas tremble, the trees start blowing, and even Mahishasura skips a beat, and he wonders what is going on. He goes outside his palace and checks what is happening, and that's where he sees this beautiful, golden, amazing, powerful lady form. And he says, who are you and what are you doing here? To which Amba says, I have come here to kill you. And Mahishasura starts laughing. What? And then she says, you have prayed to Brahma that you be killed only by a woman, and I have come to fulfill that desire, that boon of yours. And then Mahishasura starts laughing and he says, come on, my army of asuras, come and destroy this woman. They come out in hordes. Mahishasura summons his army of asuras and asks them to go and attack the goddess. As his army comes, as the soldiers of asuras come rushing at her, Devi breathes in and breathes out. And with her exhalation, with her outbreath, sprung 1,000 soldiers, Devi's army. And they go out and charge against the asuras. And a big fight ensues. You can fight. Yes! Okay, chill. And when Mahishasura sees that his army of asuras are getting destroyed and defeated, he gets very angry, and then he transforms himself into a buffalo, and he charges at the goddess. The goddess on her mount, the lion, looks at him and charges back. And then immediately he is defeated. Mahisha in the form of a buffalo is defeated. And then he gets angry. He takes the form, his own form, all right? He takes his own form and charges again. Again he is defeated. Now this time he takes the form of an elephant. He comes in the form of an elephant and comes charging at Devi's mount, the lion. At that time, Devi takes her sword and cuts off the trunk of the elephant. And then he gets enraged. He takes the form of a lion and charges at Devi. He charges at the goddess, and goddess takes her sword again and cuts off the head of the lion, that is the asura, Mahishasuras. And right there, Mahishasura is defeated. All the devas, all the gods appear before the goddess and lay at the feet of the goddess in solace. They thank Devi for having destroyed the great demon, the Asura Mahishasura. Wow. Mahishasura is the embodiment of lethargy or laziness. Sometimes we get really lazy, and especially now when we have nothing much to do or go out, what do we tend to do? We tend to either sit with a book or sit with a phone or a laptop. That makes us very lazy. Mama tells us, why don't you go clean your room? And you're like, later. Come and have your bath. And you go 5 minutes. And that 5 minutes does not stop even after 35 minutes, yeah? So Mahishasura is the embodiment of lethargy or laziness. And the very memory of Devi, when we worship Devi, Durga, the very memory of Devi destroys lethargy and laziness. Yeah? So it's a great practice to remember Goddess Durga in your heart and chant to Goddess. Yeah? All right. I hope you enjoyed the story as much as we did. Yeah? Kartikeya, did you enjoy?
Yeah, we did.
You did? All right. Whoa. Thank you very much for being with us. Have fun.
See you
Bye-bye.
next time.
See you next time.